Today I'm going to be sharing with you some of my most worn items in my wardrobe, and I've seen Samantha Maria and also Drew Scott do this type of video and I found it really interesting. I wish that more people would do it, so I thought why not get on board and share it with you guys as well. I just think it's really interesting to see what people like to wear on a day-to-day basis rather than their really glammed up outfits. So I'd love to hear from you guys as well. Let me know in the comments what at least one item is that you simply cannot live without in your wardrobe. So first up is what I'm wearing, a good old graphic tee. And honestly, I never used to be a huge fan of them. I think it's because like the kind of white t-shirt with the black font on it doesn't really suit my personal style, but I have then discovered that vintage style ones are really up my alley. I love all the ones on Princess Polly, like this one here. Also, you guys know how much I love the wolf t-shirt I have from there as well. But also just going to the op shop and finding some old thrifted ones or even some vintage styles too, like my Harley Davidson one. So clearly I do have an abundance of these, but I definitely still get my wear out of them. I just find them so easy to chuck on and go out the door if you're headed down to the shops or out for lunch, anything casual like that. Next up is actually an accessory, and this is my everyday bag. It's just this simple little black crossbody, and I know that a lot of people feel the need to carry like a big tote bag or something like that, but honestly I don't have that much stuff to stick in there. I just have like my phone, my cards, sometimes some cash, and I'm not someone to carry around all of my makeup products either, just whatever lip product I'm wearing that day. So this little one from Sports Girl is perfect for me. I love that it still has two compartments so you can separate things if you need to, and actually it does just clip apart, so I suppose if you ever wanted to use one of the pouches as a purse to put into a bigger bag, you have that option too. The only thing I will say is that it doesn't have an adjustable strap, but for me it seems to be the perfect length, so it's not a big deal. So I'm sure a lot of you could have sworn I would be featuring my Topshop Jamie jeans in this video. Don't get me wrong, I still love those, but surprise, I have decided to go for my thrifted mum jeans. Recently, I've really been leaning towards more of a casual, relaxed fit. I just find them really comfortable. I'm assuming that most people would include some style of jean in their must-haves. Honestly, I get so much wear out of mine. And the great thing about mum jeans in particular are that they are so cheap. You can find these at the op shop for like less than $7. It's time for the most cliche of the bunch. Yes, I am including a black dress. I don't think it is as typical as some others. Usually it's something a little bit more dressy for your go-to night out outfit. Mine's still pretty casual. Honestly guys, I don't dress up that often, I don't go out that much, but this one here definitely gives you the option of both. It's just in a nice jersey material from Topshop, and I've had this for a few years. It's still going strong. The reason I love it is A, it's comfortable. That is the theme throughout this entire video, I swear. But also you can just dress it up with a nice pair of heels, a nice dark lipstick, or you can track it on with some sneakers and a denim jacket and you're good to go as well. So clearly to a certain extent I agree with the cliche of needing a little black dress, but I definitely try and go for something that is a little bit more versatile, and I think that this jersey material is definitely the way to go. For some reason I'm just one of those people who feel like an outfit isn't complete if it only has one item. However, it is way too hot in Queensland most of the year to throw on a jacket or a coat, which is why I get so much wear out of button-down shirts. Again, such a versatile piece. You can wear them done up, tucked into trousers. You can unbutton them over little cami tops, or some of them you can even tie around the waist. I'm not gonna lie, I probably have way too many of these. I have just about every color, pattern, and texture imaginable. However, I would have to say that my most worn is just this basic black one. Again, this is something I've had in my closet for ages. It's just from Mink Pink. The quality is really nice and it is a very thin material, so again, it means I can get a lot of wear out of it even though it's so hot here. Other than my mum jeans, I have also been getting a ton of wear out of culottes recently. Some of you may have noticed that they find themselves in a lot of my videos. My most worn again is this black pair. So I apologize that this whole thing is pretty much black or denim. I guess that's what I find easiest to style, which is why I wear it on like an everyday basis. But I do have a couple of different styles in the culottes, all of which I get quite a bit of wear out of. Again, it just comes down to them being so comfortable since they have the wider leg. However, I feel like they are much more sophisticated than wearing like leggings or joggers that are other types of pants that are comfortable. So it's definitely a win-win with these ones. So if I was actually to put all of these in order of most to least worn, I'm pretty sure this would actually come up as number 1 is this pair of overalls from Princess Polly. You guys have seen these a ton on my Instagram and here on my channel. I don't know how long I've had them, probably like 7 months or something, but definitely well worth the money. And for me, this is the sort of thing I practically live in. I will wear these anywhere. They're so easy to throw on since they are all in one. I'll put them over any sort of tee that I'm just bumming around home in and I am good to go. Honestly, you do kind of feel like a painter in them, but not gonna lie, I kind of feel it. I'm sure a lot of you have picked up on the fact that I have quite a few turtlenecks in my collection. As you guys know, they're one of my favorite things to thrift because they are always there. However, my most worn one is actually from ASOS. It's just plain black jersey material, so it fits really nicely. And the reason this is my most worn is because it is a great layering piece. Sure, you can wear it on its own, just tucked into practically anything, but you can also wear it with just a jacket or coat thrown over the top, or even underneath some of those graphic tees just to have the turtleneck poking out, or also with little slip dresses. It is such a cute look. So I think we can clearly see the criteria for my everyday wardrobe is either comfortable or versatile, and in this case it is both. Moving on to another accessory, I could not leave sunglasses off the list. And I know that the reflector shades are all the go at the moment, but for me, I always come back to just a classic black pair. And honestly, I am totally guilty of being one of those people who just wears it on top of the head as like a head accessory rather than actually protecting your eyes, which is terrible but true. And for me, I love these ones by Key Australia because they are quite oversized. Obviously, they're not going to suit everyone, but because my face is so large, if I wear small ones, it just doubles my head size, I swear. So for me, the main thing I look out for is definitely the oversized style. And of course, number 10 is a jacket. And I feel like most people either go for a leather jacket or a denim jacket. Most people kind of lean towards leather. However, you guys know I am all about that denim life. I love this one because it is super oversized and such a nice shade of blue. For me, this is the sort of thing I can throw on over practically anything. And obviously, all of these most worn items kind of differ depending on the season. However, as I've mentioned, it doesn't get super cold, so a denim jacket can really do me for the weather we get here. However, I am so excited that I found this leather jacket recently at an op shop because it is in more of the traditional denim jacket style. So if you check back in a few months, I'm going to assume this will be my most worn piece. So that does wrap up my 10 most worn items in my wardrobe. I just realized I didn't include any shoes, but I will just link my shoe collection in the card above and in the description box because I do kind of touch on my most worn shoes in that video if you are interested. But again, don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed and let me know in the comments what is your must-have item in your wardrobe that you simply could not live without. I'd love to hear from you. Otherwise, I'll see you over on my Instagram at Steal the Spotlight.